Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Michael Fiifi from FBNP in MSU. Here today, I'm going to interview Mr. Fawaz on what hardships he has encountered during the lockdown. So, Fawaz, can you tell us about yourself and where
Hi
you are from?
everyone. I'm Fawaz Abdurrahman. I'm from Ghana, currently working in Malaysia with an FMCG company. I've been in Malaysia for the past 8 months, and there have been some hardships uh, due to the COVID lockdowns that I have faced during this period. One has been the inability to go out and socialize. So you have had to stay indoors most of the time during the lockdown, and this hasn't been a very good way of experiencing Malaysia. Two, having to stay indoors most of the time means I have not also been able to um, undergo some exercising activities. Okay, so luckily for me, I've not had any impact on my health wise, but it's been a challenge to find some activities to do just to keep myself healthy and fit. Then the third challenge, I would say, actually, those are the only two challenges I can think of that I have faced uh, because of the lockdown. Yes, apart from having, I mean, in terms of food and other stuff, due to online deliveries, that has been a bit okay and not an issue.
Okay.
Thank you. So those have been my challenges so far due to the lockdown.
Okay, another question. So, when you entered Malaysia during the lockdown, what are the some difficulties you faced
I
during
would say the
your
quarantine
quarantine?
quarantine period. So the hotel food, I would say, wasn't the best because at the time, I spent 2 weeks in quarantine, and the hotel food I would say I wouldn't say wasn't the best, but I wasn't used to the Malaysian cuisine yet, right? So the taste was a bit strange for me, and we had the opportunity to order food out, but it was more or less fast food, from these fast food chains, which isn't very healthy. So I mean that was the main challenge in terms of the food during the quarantine period. Yeah, and having to stay, indoors for the 2 weeks without even stepping outside your hotel room.
So, did you find a new hobby during the lockdown?
Yes, I started playing video games, playing FIFA, which I haven't done for a while. So during the lockdown, because we can't go out and stuff, I've had to start playing video games just to while away the time and keep myself active indoors and not
Okay.
watch movies all the time.
So the final question is that did you volunteer to anybody during the lockdown in terms of health wise?
No, I haven't been able to volunteer for into any club or organization during the lockdown. No,
Okay. Thank you for your participation.
thank you for having me.